Good morning. It's 7:34 at AM 990 KWAM, the voice of Memphis. It's time now for the local business spotlight, and here is your host, George Bryant.
Good morning, Memphis. We've got a nice chilly morning going this morning, and great day for a cup of coffee and a good conversation. Welcome to the studio today. We've got one of our special guests, Jeremy Veldman. Jeremy, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, George. Pleasure to be here.
We're glad to have you here. And for our listeners, the AM990 Business Spotlight is something that we do because we're the small business advocate. It's a great time for us to kind of look inside a business. Some really cool things are going on, and I'm always amazed at the talent, the expertise that are out there. And Jeremy and I met a couple of weeks ago, and sitting and talking, I was just amazed at all the things that unfolded, and think that it's going to be an excellent conversation today for people who are into investments. People who are looking at real estate, which is a great, man, the market's on fire right now. And so, Jeremy, let's talk a little bit. You've got a couple of roles that I want to mention. One, a partner in an amazing company that is the Memphis Turnkey Properties, which I want to get into. And then also, as part of your give back, I know that you are, it's a volunteer position, but you're the president for the Memphis Investors Group. And you guys focus with with MIG, I guess is what a lot of people know it as. You guys focus on real estate investment. Is that correct?
That's correct. And really, MIG's primary function is to educate and empower individuals to become successful real estate investors by providing them not only the educational opportunities, but more importantly, the networking opportunities so that they can build their power team and actually go out and do real estate investing deals successfully.
That's a great group, and if somebody wants to check it out, it's free. Can they just come to a meeting, or how would they do that?
Yeah, we've had a couple policy changes this year. It used to be the first-time meeting was free. We do charge $25 as an admission fee for the first-time meeting. However, that is refundable for the first-time meeting, so it does take the risk out. You can come, check it out. If it's not for you, your money will be refunded. We meet the second Thursday of each month at the Hilton, right around the corner here on Ridge Lake Boulevard. Meeting starts at 6 o'clock, and then the main meeting starts at 7 o'clock. So it's the second Thursday of every month.
And you have usually speakers, that's right, that's sharing knowledge and information, or is that
The meetings are very structured from 6 o'clock until 7 o'clock. We have what are called early bird sessions, where we have a Getting Started Right program that's for beginners that basically walks them through the steps to get started. And then we have a local expert that speaks for a half hour. And then we have a main meeting that starts at 7 o'clock.
That's very, very cool. So, and this is perfect if you're out there as an individual, maybe you've invested into a rental home, you're getting started. Quite possibly, if you're like a lot of friends of mine who have done that, they're going, oh my God, this is a lot more work than I thought it was going to be. And you may have some answers about that. What's a website? Because somebody could go on and you've got a very impressive website.
Yeah.
Could you share that web address for us?
Yeah. If you want to learn more about the Memphis Investors Group, our website is memphisinvestorsgroup.com. We're also on YouTube, youtube.com/MIG Memphis, and you can see sample videos of our meetings there.
That's really good. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to be right back. We're talking with Jeremy Veldman. Jeremy is a partner with the Memphis Turnkey Properties. Guys, don't go away, because when we come back, we're going to tell you a little bit about how Jeremy can help take all that heartache out of the real estate investment and help you make a lot of money. We'll be right back. You're listening to AM 990.
News, sports, weather, and traffic every 10 minutes on Memphis This Morning. Weekday morning 6 to 8 on AM 990 KWAM.
On AM 990.
All right, thank you so much, Todd. This report brought to you by MedPost Urgent Care. MedPost Urgent Care. From sniffles to x-rays, count on MedPost. 4 area locations, open 7 days a week. Most insurance accepted. Save time. Check in online at medpost.com. That's medpost.com. 742 at AM 990 KWAM. And this morning, it's a special edition. It's the Local Business Spotlight. And here's your host, as always, George Bryant.
Hey, good morning and welcome back. We're in the studios today with Jeremy Veldman as part of our Small Business Spotlight. Jeremy is a partner with the Memphis Turnkey Properties. Before the break, we mention that we're going to tell you a little bit about some insight about how to cure the headaches and all the pain and suffering that a lot of people get into whenever they start real estate investment. I know from some friends that I have that bought into rental properties, and then all of a sudden it turns in, this is breaking down, this is happening, and it turns into a lot of trouble. But really, real estate is a great investment. I know it's coming back right now. It's been flat for a long time. I hear some great things, but I want Jeremy to talk about it because he's the expert. Tell us a little bit, Jeremy. Your whole program with Memphis Turnkey, the name says it all, is very impressive. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, there's two schools of thought when it comes to real estate investing. Number one is the old school thought. Buy a bunch of books, listen to podcasts, join your local real estate investment association, listen to speakers, basically try to learn everything yourself and do everything yourself, which is very hard. Then there's the new school thought, which is, I don't have the time, I don't have the resources. I'm going to align myself with someone who's already got the resources in place, the team, the expertise, and more importantly, the right philosophy. And it's a more streamlined approach. And that's what we provide at Memphis Turnkey. We've already got the systems in place. So it's like a franchisable model that we can provide individuals who maybe don't have much of a background in real estate or don't have the time to put all the pieces together. Leverage our expertise, leverage our team. We've got a great team in place. We've got great property management, which is that's essential to be successful in this. And now you can function as the investor. You make decisions about properties to buy. We handle the rehab. We handle the tenant placement. We handle the back-end property management. We do all that stuff.
When you come on, if you're a novice and you're just getting started, you're listening to this show right now, and you go, man, I have been wanting to invest in some real estate. How much money does it take to kind of get in the game?
Well, if you're looking to buy a quality investment property here in Memphis, and you want to take advantage of conventional financing, 20% down, you're looking at bringing about $25,000 to the table to cover the down payment and then also the closing costs. Now, you get involved with Memphis Investors Group, we're going to teach you a concept called private lending, where you can borrow money not only from banks, but also from individuals as private lenders, where you can possibly cover the $25,000 down payment and get in 100% with none of your own money.
Wow.
We do have investors who are doing that successfully, which is another reason why it's so powerful to get involved with your local RIA.
Yeah, I guess probably if you're going to go after some private money investments, they're going to be more impressed with you if you've got somebody like yourself, your company behind them.
Yeah, you can provide a resume, a track record, a mission statement, a set of core values, example properties, and say, look, your investment is secured by this tangible physical asset, which is performing, it's cash flowing, people want to live in it, it's in good shape. So your money is secured by that, and that reassures a private lender.
Do you think, Jeremy, that it's better to, when you're looking at investing in some real estate, and I guess you're usually looking I'd like to hear your thoughts about flipping, because that's one thing, but the other is getting into rental. What are your thoughts about those two?
Well, Memphis is a fantastic spot for rental properties. In fact, Memphis was voted the best market in the country to buy cash flowing rental properties back in 2013 by the Wall Street Journal.
Man.
Number one. We've just got the best market right now in the country for that.
Yeah, that's really good. And so what about, and so flipping is something that you got to be very cautious about?
Well, you can be very successful flipping properties, but you got to know what you're doing. There's a concept called wholesaling, where you're basically tying up a property and then selling it for a little bit higher price to an end buyer, such as ourselves or another person who's rehabbing property. We teach you that basic concept at the Memphis Investors Group. And then there's all-out flipping, which is basically buying a distressed property, rehabbing it to a retail standard, and then putting it on the market to sell. So that's a more advanced strategy that you can graduate into after you've learned some of the basic strategies. So there's a process to this. And again, the Memphis Investors Group is a great place to learn those strategies.
That's amazing. We're talking with Jeremy Veldman. He is a partner with the Memphis Turnkey Properties, also current president for Memphis Investors Group, who specialize in real estate investment. We're going to talk a little bit more about some great tips on investing and how you can make a bunch of money. Right after the break, you're listening to AM 990.
Start your day the right way. Memphis This Morning. Weekdays beginning at 6 a.m. The latest local news, weather, and traffic on the 9. Every 10 minutes right here on AM 990.
Maybe Memphis This Morning on AM 990.
All right, thank you so much, Todd. Talked to Todd all morning long to find out about this gorgeous Thursday. This report's brought to you by the Foundation for a Better Life. Winston Churchill's words stirred his country in the face of defeat. Today, they inspire us to reach for our own victories. Commitment, pass it on. From the Foundation for a Better Life at values.com. This morning, a special edition of the Small Business Spotlight. And here is your host, George Bryant.
Good morning. Nice chilly morning on a Thursday morning here at AM 990. We're talking in the studio, Jeremy Veldman. Jeremy is a real estate professional. He's the partner with Memphis Turnkey Properties. And Jeremy, we were talking during the break a little bit about all the great things that your company does for someone who is looking to jump into real estate investing, maybe either as a just straight investor or creating a portfolio. And you guys are able to take care of them every step of the way. Very impressive from the training and all the things that you guys offer. What is your basic philosophy on real estate and helping someone as they enter into the market?
Yeah, well, we don't invest everywhere. We're very selective about the areas that we buy properties in. And again, all real estate is local. We've all heard the same saying, what's the most important thing in real estate? It's location, location, location. Right. So our slogan, it's really a direct reflection of the founder of our company, Alex Craig, and that is we focus on better properties because they make better investments. We focus on better properties in better areas because they make better investments in the long run. Yeah. So, and that really has become kind of our core philosophy. We know the city well. We focus on the areas where people want to live, where they have careers and they're not just job oriented. So we have a higher quality of tenants that we can select for and place in our property. And then also our property management. We take a tough love approach toward property management. So we build rapport and relationships with tenants, but you got to pay rent, you got to take care of the property. And if you don't, there are consequences for that. And Benelin Craig, our founder for the property management side of our business, has really imputed her personality and her philosophy into the property managers in our office and really instilled that in them. So we pay attention to detail, rehab the properties right so they're exceptional, selective about areas where we invest, and then really hold our tenants' feet to the fire so that they pay the rent on time and take care of the properties. Better properties in better areas, they make better investments.
That's very impressive. Well, Jeremy, how does somebody get in touch with you? Because I know a lot of listeners out there probably like what they're hearing. I know I do. It's very impressive. Give us a number or contact information.
Yeah, our website address is memphisturnkey.com. Our office number is 901-410-5452. We're also on YouTube, youtube.com/Memphis Turnkey.
That's great. Jeremy, in the parting ways, do you think the real estate market, are you looking, is it a good time to get in or are we too late?
I think it's a great time to get in. Properties are still reasonably priced. There's an abundance of inventory out there right now. Cash flow is great. Memphis is a fantastic spot to be buying and holding investment properties, and I think it's going to be for years to come.
Call Jeremy today, guys. What's the number again, Jeremy?
901-410-5452. That's our main office number.
That's Jeremy Veldman with Memphis Turnkey Properties, also the current president for MIG, Memphis Investors Group. Jeremy, thank you so much for getting in the studio, getting up early this morning, coming in the studios and sharing this great information.
Thank you, George. It's a pleasure to be here.
You're listening to AM 990.
Do you call South Haven home? Are you ready for a show centered on this